All right, hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. It is September 6th. I just pulled up to work. I am feeling much better today. If you saw my video from yesterday, I was kind of struggling a little bit emotionally. I got a good night's sleep, a lot of rest and everything yesterday. So I woke up this morning feeling rested and a little bit more positive. So I just got to work. All I've had so far this morning, I had just a sparkling water, like an unsweetened sparkling water, and I just finished a cup of coffee. This was the first time in several weeks that I have had a bulletproof coffee, sort of, in a way. I went to make it, and I was going to do 1 tablespoon of coconut oil and 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, but my 20-year-old has stolen all of the cream in the house because he's a junkie. So I only had a tablespoon of coconut oil. I had already put that in there. So, you know, it was tasty. Just coffee with a tablespoon of coconut oil. So that's that. A little bit of nice, healthy, saturated fat on my belly. But today, my plan is to do a 0-carb day. I am not specifying a carnivore day because I did have coconut oil, and, you know, I'm not going to be all picky. And I know that someone would come at me and be like, well, coffee is not carnivore or something like that. We're not doing that. We're just going to say a 0-carb day. So that is the start of my 0-carb day. We will see what we do for the meals over the course of the day. I also woke up to a nice low fasting glucose this morning. It was 89. My ketones first thing this morning were 0.3, which is not a nutritional ketosis, but it's typically, for me at least, not very high in the morning. But I'm just glad that it wasn't a 0.1 or a 0.2. Like, we're starting to do something. Additionally, I did step on the scale this morning, which I was not planning to do, but I just wanted to kind of see where things were going. As of this morning, my weight was 170.2. So I think that's down, you know, a little, like a pound or two. I can't remember what my starting was on September 1st. So I can feel that little bit of inflammation kind of easing up. So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and get into work and start my day, and I will see you next time I eat or drink something.
All right, so meal number 1 was this entire pack of Oscar Mayer pre-cooked bacon. I just put it on a tray with some paper towels and stuck it into the very dirty work microwave for about 45 seconds just to kind of warm it through. Afterwards, I always pat off all of the excess because honestly it helps make it a little bit crispier if you kind of pat off that little bit of extra grease that's on top. So that was what I had for my first meal of the day. I actually ended up having one after this that I forgot to film that I split with Richard, so I had another little bit of one too. But this is perfect. 300 calories, 30 grams of protein, substantial fat. Just really a super awesome lunch, and frankly I have a box of 48 packs of this, so I'm going to be having it a lot.
Alright, time to go home. What's fun is it is so hot in my car that when I went to take my sunglasses, my cheap little freebie glasses from Barefoot Wines, when I took them out, they fogged up. Because the temperature difference was so strong. Anyway, it is warm. Hopefully one of the last days of complete misery in Charleston. But it is what it is. I tried to record earlier, but my pharmacist kept walking through my prep room. But I did have a second meal at work today, which was another pack of the fully cooked Oscar Mayer bacon. So I have had that as well. Right now, I am on my way home, getting ready to leave to go home, and I have a big 40-ounce bottle again of some ice water with some Crystal Light drops in it, just to get me through, because it is toasty outside. So I'm going to start moving so as to not melt. But I will see you guys at dinner time. Richard.
What?
So today is your day one back on the wagon since you've been off for months.
Yeah.
What happened to you today that you would like to share with the people?
Well, okay, let's just say addiction is real.
Uh-huh.
So, I have a young lady that works in my deli bakery. Her name is Miss Charlene. Miss Charlene makes fresh baked breads. If you're into fresh baked breads, by the way, come out to Hollywood.
Nobody on this channel is eating fresh baked breads.
Just in case.
Please go forward
anyway,
with your story.
Yeah, bread is the devil. So, she makes these cheese bread pinwheel things. They're like this big. They look like, I don't know, Cinnabons. I don't know what they look like. Anyway, they're delicious and they're cheese. What more can you say? It's like, it's a drug. It really is. So, I am keto. I don't want to disappoint my wife because I'm scared of her. So, I get called to the deli. I walk back there. Miss Charlene says, and points to these cheese pinwheel things, and I'm like,
well, she called you over to the deli.
Yeah, over the intercom. I get back there, there's all these pinwheels on this
This is the first time that she's made them in several months. It's been a little while.
A year.
Yeah.
A year. And she made the best. The best. She's probably the reason why I ended up on keto to begin with, because I was 50 pounds overweight due to cheese bread. So, she made this cheese bread. Her smile is ear to ear. And I'm like, thanks, man. And so she's looking at me. And if you've seen The Wedding Singer with the old lady with the meatballs,
yep,
where she gives Adam Sandler a meatball and she tells him, take a bite. That's my favorite part. And then he has to eat it out of his hand. That's basically the look I was getting from Miss Charlene. So I took a bite. Very big bite. And then I packed it into the side of my cheek. And I was like, oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God. And I turned away to walk out of the deli. And I thought for a split second, you know what? I'm going to chew this whole thing up and hide in this corner and eat this entire thing of cheese bread. And then I thought, she'll know. Somehow she'll know. And I'll tell on myself, because that's the type of person I am. So then I walked it all the way back to Karen in the produce department. And I said, bleh, and spit out the piece that I had been holding soggy in my mouth from the deli to the produce department.
Mm-hmm. And you showed, and like evidence, like this was the bite out of it that I took, and here's the bite out of my mouth to prove that you didn't actually eat it.
That makes me a sad human, but honest.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. That had to take a lot of self-control.
Every bit of it. I don't have any left.
I don't think, if I had taken a bite of that cheese bread, I don't think I would have been able to spit it out.
If I take a bite of it right now, I'm swallowing it because I don't have any self-control left. It's all gone now.
You used it up?
I used every bit of it on that one piece of cheese.
But you did it. You did good.
I did.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's like a very heavy-set diabetic in front of a cake that's their favorite, and them going, no one will know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you did good.
That was the situation.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. So
everyone drop a comment about how proud they are of Richard.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No.
Yes, no. Proud of Richard.
Nope.
And that puts the pressure on you to continue to practice great self-control.
Because I spit out one of my favorite things, which was cheese bread. And like, whoa.
You survived.
I did. Barely.
I'm proud of you.
Barely survived my life. So, in other words, if I can do it, y'all can do it.
Bingo.
It is one step at a time.
Yeah.
It's like with any other addiction there is on this planet. Whether you're a smoker and you're trying to quit smoking, it is 1 minute at a time. It's not an hour. It's not a day. It's a minute. You know, when I quit smoking, it was, I would get a craving to smoke a cigarette every, let's say, 15, 20 minutes. And as long as I could resist those cravings for 3 minutes, and I would watch those 3 minutes, as long as I could resist it, I reset the clock to another 30, 45 minutes. And then that would come up, 3 minutes, reset the clock. And yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but you only get one crazy ride around this globe. One, that's all you get. So you might as well do the best you can to make it as enjoyable as you can and as healthy as you can, so you can have as much time as you can.
I like you, and I kind of want to like have you around.
Yeah, I mean, 24 years thus far with you.
Yeah.
I don't want 50 more. It sounds like it's going to be painful at that point. But if I get it, as long as you wheel me around, it's fine. I'm eating cheese bread at that point, though. Just, you know, if
you live to see 90, I will let you have cheese bread.
Yep.
Okay.
Amongst other things.
That's a deal.
But that's the plan.
All right. You've been rambling a long time. You want to wrap it up for the people so they don't have to listen to any more rambling and rationalizing?
No, I'm going to give you more rambling, but I will wrap it up. Remember this. You're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. It's how you bounce back that matters.
Yeah.
It's like the old Rocky 5 thing, or Rocky Balboa movie. Yeah, okay, Sylvester Stallone. We're not going to do many quotes with him, but this one is worth quoting. It's not how hard you hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. So in other words, it's not how many times you mess up. It's you bouncing back and pushing forward and getting back on track. As long as you can do that, you will win the game. And that game is a long, healthy life.
Boom. Okay, guys, I lied about 0 carbs. I ended up having this split chicken breast on top of a nice crunchy romaine lettuce salad with some watered down ranch because that's how I like it. And it was delicious. And that was what I had for the rest of the day.